afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Under the Sun and Babies, and happy belated Toddler Tuesday. Whew. Yay! I am so happy to be back home from Georgia. I was away for a week with family, and I needed a break. I got about 605 viewers watching that video. Thank you. That makes me really happy to know that people are listening, people are watching, and people are either taking notes or maybe they just, okay, because this is a different generation. But yeah, so since we are in the month of October, and October is spooky, Halloween, festive, festival, people dress up, kids put on their costumes. So what you have in front of me, you have my Monster Hive and a magical doll. I wanted to say that they're replicate dolls. They're replica collectible dolls. I do have regular Barbies, and I collect replica Barbie dolls that I had during the Advent calendar season. This is going to be my last Barbie Advent calendar season collection because I am trying to get the Barbie from last year and Ken. So I am collecting those. So yeah, these are my two dolls that I got last year during Christmas season. So yeah, so I'm glad to be taking part of this Reborn Toddler Tuesday because I'm still seeing a lot of headaches ever since the issue that was going on reborns.com. And I know I made a promise I will never say that name again, but unfortunately it is what it is, and all dolls are welcome, which we'll get into that in a few minutes, because I'm still getting a nasty criticism comment, which I will address the person that is doing this. But I'm also want to talk about a few things. But before we do that, I'm glad that Cena Dolls is doing this, because we all need to share our replicated dolls. I was just watching Little Wall of Nursery. I remember watching that clip video a few weeks ago because I have a brain fog. Unfortunately, I tend to either forget, or if I didn't remember sharing it. So yeah, I like to watch that video because Little Waddle Nursery explains it very thoroughly. Sorry with the noise, the dogs are barking. Yeah, so this needs to be addressed because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing everybody getting attacked. So when Cena decided to go ahead and do Toddler Tuesday, all your replica Barbies or your replica dolls, yeah, I decided to do that. And I also have a replica Baby Yoda, which you're going to see it in the next tutorial video. It needs to be addressed because it's extremely divided, and that hurts me. I never seen anything like this before. It doesn't really matter if I make much of videos like this anymore these days because everybody's so divided. Everybody criticizes another person. And I agree with Little Waddle Nursery. Who cares what kind of dolls we get? Who cares? If you all want to stop all this nonsense, then you go to China and you take them to court. You do what you have to do, but don't take it on us. Just because we collect these type of dolls doesn't mean that we're stealing the sculptor's copyright. Can you imagine one of us decide, oh, we're going to make a copy of this and sell it? That's considered copyright. But if it's replicated in the United States, it's not a crime. We just collect them. They're just cheaper, they're affordable. So that there's to it. So this is why I wanted to share that. Okay. I'm going to say this again one more time. As nicest as I can, because it seems like when I say things, nothing gets to their ears and goes one ear, comes out to the other. And I'm getting tired of repeating this over and over again. I do not care what Julie does with her personal collection. If she chooses to buy high-end expensive dolls, power to her. If she chooses to get replicated dolls, which I'm sure she's doing that I'm sure she's doing that now, power to her. What I do not like, and I don't care if people just say criticism, because I'm up to a point that I'm just going to call you out. Okay? What I do not like when someone makes a video and they claim that they financially, the reason why they get the replica dolls because they cannot afford to get expensive dolls. I take that very seriously, because if you want me to support you and gain your friendship, then I need to have some reassurance that what you're saying is true. Many of us who have chronic illnesses, that includes cancer, cannot afford to go all the way up, like the way all these high-end doll collectors. Oh, you need to save up. Save, save, save. You can get your expensive dolls. It does not work that way. Unless you're a billionaire like President Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Elon Musk. If people have that kind of money and you want to go on, or if you live in California like Inez and Katie, my little one in Chicago, you guys have very good jobs. Power to you. Power to all of you. And Country Cottage, Julie, she has a beautiful cottage, and I'm sure her and her husband had a very good job, and they're retired, and they have foster kids. They did very well, and that's beautiful. That's awesome. Praise God. But what I do not like, when someone comes the next day or whenever they make their videos and suddenly they decide to buy themselves an expensive doll, which I don't care. But my point is, don't be a hypocrite. Don't start saying that you cannot afford to get something and then suddenly you end up getting expensive doll. And this is where I'm going. I don't care. It's none of my business, because I know how Inez and Katie are. I have known them very long time. I know how they think and I know how they act. Now, if she chooses to go that route and if she gets attacked, that's none of my business. All I can do is be there for her, support her, and that's about it. But sometimes people like Julie, and I'm not going to say this in a mean way, sometimes people like that, they need to fall flat on their face. And I'm not saying this to be cruel, but I'm saying this because this is how people learn. I learned the hard way. I have fallen flat on my face. You have no idea how many times I have gotten attacked, I've gotten bullied. You know what it is? People finding out where you live, the state, the city, your real name and last name. That is very creepy. Okay? I take that very seriously. And top of it, I don't need to know people about my disability. It could go way deeper than that. And if that happens, I have to get an attorney involved. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So maybe I should not have said anything and let her fall flat on her face. And if she gets attacked and then she gets nervous and she asks for help, it's because she asked for it. See, a lot of things, when we say things, we have to be very careful we send social media. Because what's going to happen is you say something, they're going to come around and they're going to attack you. This is why I say what I say. Now, she can get, I don't care how many expensive silicone dolls. That is, hey, power to you. They're beautiful. But I don't like people when they're sharing too much details when I think that's a safety concern. Because when you share the way it is now, they're going to know where you live. They're going to know what town you live, what type of, I mean, they're not going to know the credit card information, but they can get the hint. Okay, that's where I'm going. I don't care what she collects. I mean, I'm happy that she has beautiful collections, and I know she's doing a lot of changes. She chose to get replicas. That's good. I mean, we know why, because the authentic reborn dolls, when we get them, whether it's a silicone, whether it's a vinyl reborn dolls, it doesn't matter who painted them. If you change their clothes, if you do their hair, and if you mess with their skin tones and their matte varnish, it fades away. And I learned that because my friend of mine that I was just telling you about, on Miracle Reborn Nursery, she taught me on that. And she says that when you paint, make sure you seal it properly, because these dolls that we collect, that they're expensive, they're not really meant to be used, change them because of their paint. And sometimes when you mess with them too much, you have to send it back to the artist, and it has to be repaired. And that costs between $50 or $75 fee just to fix it. So I remember having Luca, and he looked good, but I noticed he didn't have any hair. And I don't mind babies with bald head, but I like to add hair. So she wanted me to send him back if I have any issues. And the thing is, if I spend that kind of money, I should be able to do whatever I want to do. If I want to do a touch-up myself, that's my choice. If I want to add hair to it, that's my choice too. I just don't like people telling me what to do. And I realize that a lot of these reborns that I've known a very long time, that turn out to be their control freaks. The thing is that when they sell you an authentic doll, they like to control you. They monitor how you handle your authentic dolls. They see how you do things. And of course, from time to time, you yourself as a buyer and a collector notice that your doll is starting to get shiny, the modeling, the details is starting to chip away. So you're like, okay, you send it to the artist. They like to control you, and they also want to control how you spend your money. So they want to make, they want to remind you, don't forget to send it to me so I can fix it for you, then I can send it back. Meaning that they'll send it back to you when they're ready, on their terms, because they make the doll. This is why I said enough is enough. I'm going to learn how to reborn, which I did 5 years ago. Or no, 8 years ago. And I said enough is enough. I talked to Miracle Reborn Baby Nursery, and she told me, go ahead. You can come live on YouTube. We can do this lessons, because she knew a lot of people want to learn how to reborn, because asking a reborn artist to reborn these type of dolls is extremely expensive, and they have gotten more expensive. Little Waddle Nursery has talked about this. So it can add up. So I choose not to go that route. So I choose to do it myself. And I don't really care if I choose to sell or not, because I can't buy low anyway, which I took Belinda Babies, and she gave me advice on ways to sell, because unfortunately I can't do it by law. So the only thing I can do is buy, but I just cannot sell. And besides, I don't have experience to what it's like to run a business and liability. So I don't know if I want to go that route and of course I can't anyway here in the United States, so I'm not going there. So I'd rather just collect. However, if I choose to decide to sell it, I'm going to do it on Facebook because Facebook, I know the people. Stephanie's group is unique. I love her group. It's safe, and she lets you how to sell. You don't need to do a safe photo. I know Joe's Dolls, Jen, she's a sweetheart. I love her to pieces. God bless her. She also makes it safe, but we do need to have a safe photo. So if I choose to sell one of my authentic dolls, then I'll go there. Otherwise, when the time comes and as I get older, because I don't know how long my body's going to be like this, there's going to be the time, and I said this more than once, I may have to be taking infusions. I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling. As I get older, I might end up donating them. I might end up having them, adopting them. But right now, my collection, I'm starting to slow down. I'm very happy with my pickles. I have Julie and Juliet. I wanted to downsize a little bit because I'm trying to get rid of all of my authentic dolls because of what just happened in this hobby. So yeah, this is why I say what I say. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I don't care what Julie spends. I really don't. That's her choice, but the only thing is she needs to be careful. She needs to be careful what she's sharing on social media because of conflict of interest. Unfortunately, I might have gotten kicked out from All Dolls Welcome. I don't know why. All I asked when I went in there to share my concern, this other young lady decided to jump on me like really rude and screaming at me, and I don't tolerate that. I just wanted to share what's going on. Reborns.com. Next thing I knew, she just jumped on me, and I brought this Julie's attention and explained what I had explained, because when you recreate in a group, everybody should feel welcome and safe. I don't always comment in there because there was some negativities in that group because of the conflict of interest, and it has to do with Julie. So I guess I got kicked out, and if I did, oh well. And it must have happened the week that I was away in Georgia. And no, actually, the week that I was in the ovarian cancer conference. That's the same week when Hurricane Helene hit my state. We only got a little bit of flood, but it did not reach in our area. But it did reach in Asheville, North Carolina, and that's not too far from here. And the weather's getting nice and crispy over here. So, I mean, I have nothing to say about that because, you know, I noticed that that group gets a lot of negativities and attack ever since Julie created, because she did get attacked. And it's true, all dolls are welcome. But it all depends what kind of people you bring there. And that's what concerns me. So if I got kicked out because I said what I had to say, it's because I was trying to be helpful. I wasn't being rude. I was not being crucial. I'm just sharing what my experience is with these two girls. So, you know, I don't care anymore. To be honest, I'm at peace. I mean, I'm glad I'm not in that group anymore, although I feel like sometimes you share too many things what someone says in there. That should stay on Facebook, really. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't care. I love the other group because the other group is more calm. They welcome everyone, and everybody feels safe. And I don't have a problem with them, but it seems like there's always an issue going on with the country cottage nursery group, which is all dolls are welcome. Seems like she brought a lot of bad negativity, bad history. So yeah, that concerns me. And when people go in there and you're trying to ask for support, but they jump on you on that, no, I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm just gonna say, get out of my face before you're gonna get something you're not gonna like. Exactly. So, nah. And I'm not going to judge what Julie does, and I don't care if she's a hypocrite or not, because personally that's her own choice. But if she gets attacked by these two girls, which it turned out to be that Katie, my little world, was actually making fun of her on Instagram. I said this more than once already. I saw that coming. They don't put it on YouTube because they know better. I mean, they might not. I mean, I'm glad that they stayed on the other social media, and who knows, maybe they're attacking again on TikTok, because TikTok is more freely. And on Instagram. But I don't trust Katie, and I don't trust Inez and their friends and their sculptors, because they can really hurt you. And Stephanie Ortiz can tell you that. She's been through a lot. That I have to give her credit for. She's been through a lot. So she knows these sculptors a lot better than all of us do, including me. She knows how they are, just like I know how Katie Inez is. Just like I know Kelly girl. She's another one. I know how Tasha is. All these idiotic people that they were here, it's just a season. Everything what's going on is just a season. It's going to come and go. But yes, it's up to us to stand up and defend our hobby. But please, if you're going to create a Facebook page, create it in a way that everybody feels safe. Because when you put people in there and they're there for the wrong reasons, when you don't see them often, you don't see them talking, that could be a spy. We don't know what we're dealing with. I'm glad that Stephanie is very cautious on who she chooses to put people in there. Even Cena, sorry, they're cutting the grass because there's construction back here. But we have to be very careful who all we are adding on Facebook. You have to know who's real, who's not, who's a spy, who has a fake account. Because there's going to be the time people are going to stop making videos. My hands are getting tired. People are going to stop sharing their hobby. They'd rather just keep it for themselves, just share it on Facebook. And I'm getting this close to do that. So I have a lot of issues in my plate. I have a father that is dying. I have other health issues because of cancer. So when people are going to be rude and harsh to me, I'm going to be like, all right, you're on your own. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. If you guys decide to do something really stupid, and trust me, you can collect however you want, expensive or not. But if these two ladies and their friends that are sculptors, if they come after you, don't even bother to ask me to help you, because I warn you. And I warn you, even Stephanie can warn you. You have to be careful. And yes, when we make video, we are at our own risk. Everybody knows who we are. We are already out there, so we're exposing ourselves in social media. And whatever you share, it's out there. This is why I don't share much, because I only want to share with my babies. But all the situation going on about all these collectors say attack the people that collect replicas, call them out, harass them, that's when I will step in, because that includes me. I collect these type of dolls, and for financial reasons. There's some of us who have either cancer or the chronic illnesses that they get this. I may have to get surgery on my gums because I have more bone loss. You see where I'm going? I have bone loss and I have osteoporosis. I'm on an infusion called replicas. It's to make my bones strong. And I only take this infusion now once a year. So it's in my body. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So I put it on my comment that if I do get that surgery, I will have to stop buying replica babies because I may have to get a surgery. This is real. This is not a joke. So if you want to act stupid and say that you cannot afford these replicas dolls, high-end dolls, and then you only collect replicas, but then you turn around and you buy expensive dolls, what are you telling us? That's where I'm at. I don't care. I don't care what payment she uses. She wants to say I'm using such credit card or I'm using such loan. Okay, but don't share too much information. I don't need to know. No one needs to know. That's your business. Your choice, your money. Do what makes you happy, but don't be fake. If you're going to be fake, then I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't even want to watch your video if you're the type of person. So that's where I'm going. So I don't care what Julie does. I'm happy that she has a beautiful home. I'm happy that she has a beautiful cottage. And I'm happy with all the dolls that she has. I think it's amazing. Yes, she needed a time to cool off. But also I feel like maybe she asked for it. Sorry. I told you about these two ladies. I'm telling you, they're going to find ways to attack. And it's not going to be pretty. And all these sculptors, they're going to do the same thing. And Stephanie is going through that. It looks like she just made a video. She got banned. We'll see what it is, but I don't have to speak for her. Well, I don't, or defend her because she knows how to defend herself. She is a big girl. She knows how these things work, and she has warned us to be careful. She will let you know what to watch for. Just like I'm telling you to be careful with these two ladies because I know how they are. I know how they are. And even if Miracle Reborn Baby Nursery, she knows I have her back. And if someone is trying to do something and I feel like her store might be in danger, I'm going to let her know. Because I have her eyes and her ears. I watch everything. I have her back. Because she always had my back. That's the kind of friendship I want. I want to be able to trust people. I want to be able to know, can I trust you? Can I have your support? Can I have your back? If you do, then I have yours. That's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, I don't care. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to stop. And I hope I don't have to repeat this again. The next person that makes the stupidest comment on my other video, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to humiliate you. To teach you a lesson because you're acting really stupid on social media, which I'm about to do that next. It seems like people love to see that. I don't know why. It's the younger generation. They're stupid. They don't have the brains. They don't understand too much. That's when they need someone like me to give a little whack. So yeah. But anyways, thank you, Cena Dolls, for having us participating in Toddler Tuesday. I think this is unique. This is the best way for us to show our replica dolls because we need to let people know that we're more interested on the babies that are factory dolls than those high-end dolls or silicone dolls that we get them. They're supposed to be sealed, and oops, they come back and they're not polished properly, they're not sealed. I love Belinda. Belinda babies, wow, she does a good job with reboarding. So far, her paint is excellent. I am so happy that she decided to open up her store for everyone to have fun, to sell and buy. I love that. And I'm hoping I can do that soon, once I know for sure if I need to have surgery on my bottom gum lines, because I have bone loss due to osteoporosis because of cancer. Yeah. Okay, that's where I'm at. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. On my next video, I'm going to continue sharing all of my 2 other Barbies. I do have a few more, but I'm going to do that and decorate it because I'm still behind collecting. But I know it's October is the month of Halloween. That's why you see my Monster Hive and my magic crystal doll. Alrighty, well, I'm going to give you guys a little quick closer view. Okay, there you are. Thanks, everybody, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and for those of you who watched this entire video, thank you for coming by, thank you for visiting. Keep supporting my YouTube channel. It is growing. I would love to see it grow. I am going to get ready and start reboarding now that the temperature is changing. Unfortunately, I cannot do much outdoor videos because it's getting cooler. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, everybody. God is in control. Be blessed. Stay safe. Be positive. Please be truthful, at least for yourself and others, so that we can gain your trust. We have your back and you have ours. Alrighty, love you all. Be blessed. Bye.